Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you, Mr. Announcer. That announcer was me, by the way, just to keep score. I've always liked to have a sense of humor about my announcer voice. I thought it would be really cool. My name is Eric Lima, though, for those of you who don't know, but if you do know, then you're good. This is my YouTube channel and also show, known as WEML-TV Channel 77. This is episode 369. I apologize for the jokes on the last two numbers of the episode, but it's 369. Okay? Let's let you guys know that. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a totally awesome day. Hopefully your day is about as good as mine or better than mine. You never know what's going to happen in this world. Well, I'm trying to get back into a regular routine here as far as doing YouTube shows are concerned and all that good stuff, and just to let you know what's going on. Like I said, Wayland City Festival, if you have not watched the videos about my scouting reports on that, please go and do so. I appreciate the feedback on that. I got a couple of wrestling masks that I did buy. I don't know if I showed you guys this when I was at the festival, but this is the Rey Mysterio mask, and this is I think this is the Octagon Great. I think it's a Great Sasuke mask or something like that. Also, I think El Generico type mask. Whatever, wrestling luchador masks. I've always been a fan. Always wanted to wear actual wrestling masks. So I have a lot of fun. I would have a lot of fun gimmick-wise for YouTube and all that, and possibly go on the Rant and Rave podcast and just under his mask, just for humorous fun and all that. Now, a lot of people, some folks out there question my return to Rant and Rave podcast as far as soon is concerned. I was waiting. I wasn't planning on to be gone long. It's because of the drama that happened a few weeks ago. I figured, here's my deal. All right, instead of passing judgment, and I believe in the Bible that it says you judge not or you be judged, and that's the thing that but because the reason why was everything going on, I stepped out. I decided to do the wise thing and step down for a bit, so that I can let everybody sort out their issues, sort out everything before I make a decision. And that way, assess the situation and then make a decision on whether or not I should, be safe to come back or not. Everybody was being cool to one another now, and everybody was being cool to one another at this point, and it was great. And then I did talk to my friend Thomas Willis. I told him why, and he said it was a good decision for me to come back. I know a lot of people, there were some folks out there did not like the decision, but listen, I have nothing against anybody. That's the thing that one thing I was taught, is that to like everybody and to love everybody, not like romance love or anything like that. Just like a brotherly love type deal, and whatever friends you make, and that's the thing. I think people don't understand a lot about me at that point. People don't understand a lot of things about me and why I am the way I am, because I was taught. It just wasn't none of the teachings that my parents taught me anything were forced down my throat. It's the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. When he goes old, he will not depart from it. I am an adult. I have my own decisions to make, and that's the thing. But the things that my parents have taught me, where you go from there. I always remember what my father always told me when I was a kid: use your head, don't do stupid things. And just with everything going on, I have friends. I have friends that there's some friends of mine that don't like each other, and they have some vendetta against each other or beef with each other. I'm not here to be like the internet's Dr. Phil. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that I got coming between two people like to argue with each other sometimes. But my wife Robin and I, we play cliffhangers. And James Corden was a nice guy to us, And he let us play cliffhangers, and we won, and we saved the Yodely guy from the mountain. Well, I'll get you on the duck and the June bug. What was wrong with you? I had this bad Bobby girl. Cash me outside. How about that? No. What in the world's wrong with you? You're supposed to respect your mother. That's probably the worst Dr. Phil I ever did. But anyways, now I'm the type of person that if somebody does me actually wrong, then I would have to cut ties with them and said, hey, listen, can't be friends right now. But I'm if I get really, really angry at somebody, but if they have, if my friends have a problem with my other friends or something like that, and it's a beef against each other and it doesn't involve me, I just stay out of it. Just leave me out of it. Don't tell me what that person did to you or anything like that. Just I can understand you got a vendetta against that person, but don't get me involved. I'm not here to be Dr. Phil. Because if I was Dr. Phil, I probably sound more like Bill Clinton than I do Dr. Phil. My wife Robin and I want to make sure that you're all right. I'm gonna get you on duck, or else I'll be on your case like a duck in a June bug, something like that. I'm sorry, that's the worst. I do the worst Dr. Phil impression. I had to help Charlotte and her daddy, Ric Flair, to Nature Boy. Woo! I can't believe Dr. Phil made an appearance in the WWE. I will never forget that. Oh my goodness. Anyways, speaking of WWE, let's get right to the meat of the episode, and that is the final Raw in the ThunderDome. That's right. After last night, the ThunderDome era is over. We're getting back to live crowds, people holding up signs, chants, and people screaming "You suck" and all this good stuff. And you know what? I think the what chant should come back just for the heck of it. Just to get that crowd thing back. I know the what chants can be annoying, but you know what? That has to make at least once get a what chant out. Don't do it every day, every night, every Monday or every Friday night. Just do it like one time only. Just one time. Just get the crowds back into it. Oh my goodness! All right. The final Raw of the ThunderDome. The New Day decided to kick it off. Remember, this is also the final Raw before this Sunday's Money in the Bank. It's gonna be crazy, and let me tell you. And the New Day kicks off, as you know. Xavier Woods went one-on-one with the WWE Champion, the Almighty Bobby Lashley. After Kofi questioned Bobby Lashley's ruthless aggression, whether or not he's gone soft or not. And it was Bobby Lashley dominated that match against Xavier Woods, as I knew he would, but Lashley took his eye off the prize. Lashley made a mistake. Xavier Woods capitalized on it and pinned Bobby Lashley. So Xavier Woods should get a WWE title shot. But you know what, though? Hold on just a second. Kofi Kingston was supportive of Xavier Woods at that point. And Bobby Lashley decided he was not happy, and he decided to walk off. So, and when we found out that Bobby Lashley left the ThunderDome and everything else, Kevin Patrick interviewed MVP about that. He says Lashley needs to get his head cleared. He had to get his head cleared and all that. But I got him to champion the ladies in the VIP lounge to be a guest on there, and I'm going to calm him down a bit. More on that situation. Let me tell you, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Jinder Mahal arrived on his bike and talks to Veer and Shanky, and they have the family heirloom of Drew McIntyre. More on that situation. And then Alexa's Playground, they had the guests Eva Marie and Dewdrop, a.k.a. Piper Niven. And, Alexa started speaking well of Dewdrop. It's not really named Dewdrop. Alexa Bliss is so cute. But sometimes I ask myself, how does Ryan Cabrera sleep with that woman at night? Is what I want to know. If she's going to imagine Lily peeks over. I'm like, oh boy, that's scary. Ryan Cabrera, my heart goes up. My salute you for getting engaged to that young lady, Alexa Bliss. Anyways, but Eva Marie's ego has gone out of control. It's out of control, Gelman. Here we go again. It's out of control, Gelman. Eva Marie. I don't know what has happened to Eva Marie, but she's out of control. Her ego's out of control. Freaking Finelli was watching her. As beautiful as Eva Marie is, I just can't stand her. I just cannot stand her. Just cannot stand her. Please, release Eva Marie. Bring back Mickie James. Bring back Melina. I don't care. Eva Marie. Poor Dewdrop, a.k.a. Piper Niven, is going to put up with this. And her ego, oh, it's the evolution. If Eva Marie is my manager, I would look at her and say, can I talk for myself? Thank you. Man, I don't know, her husband Jonathan could put up with her. Cheapest. Anyways. So going back, Mahal's in the ring with Veer and Shanky. And he says, well, you took my opportunity for Money in the Bank. I took something of yours. McIntyre responds, and he says, well, you know, McIntyre responds, and then all of a sudden he goes, well, why don't you come down here and get your new and improved sword? And then as he picked it up, the sword was like cut in half. He says, Drew, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened and all that. And then Drew McIntyre was just standing there, and I'm like, why is Drew standing there? I think he'd be ticked off, and you know, and they kind of like lured him out there, you know. Like, I think Drew McIntyre knew this was a trap from the get-go, right? Because guess what? He outsmarted because that is just a replica. I've got the real deal. He outsmarted Jinder Mahal. I'm like, good thinking, good thinking. When you know someone really, really well, you know what they're thinking. Brain meats, as Dashi would say. He got the brain meats. But then he decided, well, you trying to destroy something of mine? I'm going to destroy something of yours. That bike he came in, well, guess what? Now, this makes me wish, when Drew McIntyre wrecked Mahal's bike, that's what he did. He ended up wrecking Mahal's bicycle. Makes me miss Braun Strowman. Because if Braun Strowman was feuding Mahal, Strowman would have grabbed that bike and just tossed it outside into a grinder or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, Drew McIntyre grabbed a pipe and off it and started battering the whole thing with it. It was crazy. So Nikki Ash, as she wants to be known as, not Nikki Cross, was talking to Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, that guy, I like Matt Riddle. That guy's like, I miss Randy and all that. I'm like, oh. I love Matt Riddle, man. That Matt Riddle. Oh, Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle. I can imagine. Wow. You like cut a promo? What? Matt Riddle. I like Matt Riddle. Anyways, he goes. Nikki Ash goes, I got to get ready for this matchup. It's a fatal four-way: Nikki Ash versus Alexa Bliss versus Naomi versus Asuka. Now, in the Naomi situation, someone on Twitter was upset with Naomi because of what, you know, Jimmy Uso's running with the law with the DUI. They're blaming, this person on Twitter blamed Naomi, and this other person says, thank you for agreeing with me. You know, she's nothing. She's a monkey, and hope she kills herself. I'm looking at the situation. I said, guys. I don't know why you blame Naomi for what happened. Jimmy Uso is a grown man responsible for his own actions. You know, I mean, I can understand where people get upset with Naomi because she's supposed to, you know, make sure that, you know, Jimmy Uso is on the up and up. And she's, you know, and they're right in a way where, you know, Naomi's got to tell her husband, you got to stop this. Okay, you're married to me. We need to save a marriage. She's got to stop the drinking, you know. I can understand, but going around calling her racist names and saying that she should kill herself is totally disrespectful. You don't do that, because you know, and the person that I did read that tweet and reported it, and hopefully she's blocked. Hopefully this person's blocked and banned from Twitter, because that was really, really horrible. So I hope Naomi and the superstar Mia Yim's behind Naomi, and superstars are supporting Naomi. Naomi deleted her Twitter account because of this. I mean, that's totally disrespectful on the part of these stupid Twitter fans. You know, these Twitter people. This is really ridiculous. And you know, Naomi tried to, you know, she didn't want to have put up with it. I don't blame her. You know, I hope Naomi realizes that. You know, I'm a supporter. I've got a lot of respect for Naomi. She's worked very, very hard. So, Naomi, and then there's Asuka. Asuka doing her thing. Asuka being Asuka, as usual. And even Marie and Doudrop decided to come down and watch the matchup, but then Alexa Bliss decided to scare or even Marie. And then Doudrop tried to attack her, tossed her over, and then when even Marie looked, where did she go? It looks like, you know what it is? Ever since The Undertaker retired, you need a wrestler or a superstar that can play some mind games, even if male or female. And Alexa Bliss has been taking up that role, of course, of The Undertaker, like mind games type thing. And that's what I think. And it was really, really cool. But they turned to a triple threat when Alexa Bliss disappeared. So even Marie and Doudrop kind of like weirded out about it. So it was Nikki Ash, Naomi, and Asuka. And Nikki Ash did make the pin over Asuka to win the Fatal 4-Way. That will give her the momentum. Oh, by the way, Natalya has been added to Money in the Bank, just to let you know. And there's one spot left open representing SmackDown. And Liv Morgan has been added there as well. So, just to let you know. So, Sarah Schreiber interviewed the Viking Raiders about their matchup in singles matches. You know, Ivar goes one-on-one with AJ Styles. Ivar, he's a cool, Maryland, Massachusetts native, by the way. Ivar is a really cool dude. And then Eric went one-on-one with Omos. Poor guy's got his work cut out for him in that situation. AJ Styles didn't make it a pre-match, running his mouth about the Viking Raiders, which the Raw Tag Team titles will be on the line at Money in the Bank, and AJ Styles and Omos will defend against the Viking Raiders. First matchup, it was AJ Styles versus Ivar. Ivar did pick up the victory over AJ Styles. After AJ Styles made a mistake, Ivar capitalized. But then Eric got clobbered by Omos, and Omos did win the matchup. He did win the match, so Omos beat Eric, and AJ Styles beat Ivar. So, Sheamus was upset about at Pearson Development having to defend his title against Humberto Carrillo. Sheamus goes, fine, fine, fine. And then New Day and the Lucha House Party were talking. We're talking to each other, and Lucha House Party gave Kofi the best of luck and everything else. They were being friendly, and then Sarah Schreiber interviewed the New Day, and then Kofi Kingston gloated about Xavier Woods' win over Bobby Lashley. Said, "Well, I'm here to question Bobby Lashley's manhood and all that good stuff." So more on that situation. Then there was supposed to be a United States title match between Sheamus and Humberto Carrillo. Sheamus before the match attacked Humberto Carrillo in backstage. And then, but Humberto Carrillo says, if I'm standing, I'm fighting. He went out there. Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville convinced him not to fight. Even Damian Priest was there. Some of the superstars were there. But Humberto Carrillo says, I'm going out there. I'm going to fight. I want to win the United States title. But bell rang, bro kick later. Sheamus won. And then Sheamus continued to post-match Carrillo until Damian Priest stops him. Damian Priest, Sheamus, sign me up for that matchup, and Damian Priest will beat the snot out of Sheamus and become the new United States Heavyweight Champion. Let's see that matchup. Ricochet and Matt Riddle were talking, and they were talking about Money in the Bank and all. And Matt Riddle, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a special spaghetti burrito with real spaghetti. I'm like, what? Spaghetti burrito. I like this sound of that, spaghetti burrito. Yeah, let's make spaghetti burritos. Matt Riddle, God bless him. Listen, if I want to meet one guy, it would be definitely Matt Riddle. That guy looks like if Jeff Spicoli and Steve-O had a kid. This is Jeff Spicoli, played by Sean Penn. Fast Times in Ridgemont High. That's an 80s reference for all you youngins out there. Look it up, kids. Anyways, then Miz and Morrison came by, squirted him with the dripsticks, ran over Riddle's ankle with the wheelchair. That Miz, I'm like, oh, Miz and Morrison, troublemakers, right? It was a falls count anywhere matchup. Morrison and Ricochet went at it. It got to the point where both Miz and Riddle got involved in the matchup, and Riddle tipped Miz over, and Miz is like doing the turtle thing, or the happy baby thing. It was the funniest thing in the world. And to me, now I said in the past that Miz looked like the love child of Fire Marshal Bill and Mr. Ed. Wrong. He looked like the love child of Fire Marshal Bill and the whammy from Press Your Luck. That's what I think of Miz now. But Ricochet did pick up the victory after a splash on the ladder. That's right, a little bit of preview. Hopefully John Morrison will be all right. Because Morrison and Ricochet, what a heck of a matchup that was. Then Sarah Schreiber was interviewing Natalya and Tamina, the women's tag team champions, and then and they talk about how Natalya's in the Money in the Bank. Tamina supports Natalya, and then Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke were doing the makeup and all that, and confronting Natalya. By the way, congratulations to Dana Brooke are in order. She just got engaged to UFC fighter Ulysses Diaz. Congratulations to Dana Brooke, and best of luck to the happy couple in their nuptials. So both ladies confront each other. But then Natalya and Tamina, you better forget now, another elephant in the room would be the team of Shot Knox. That's what I like to call it, Team Shot Knox. Shotzi and Knox, who picked up the victory over them in their in-ring debut, SmackDown debut, against Natalya and Tamina in a non-title match. So they got to have that in the back of their minds too. So then Kevin Patrick interviewed Drew McIntyre about the Money in the Bank, how he's going to win it, and probably his last opportunity for it. And then Sarah Schreiber interviewed Rhea Ripley, how she's going to beat the pants off Charlotte Flair. And she had to focus on her match against Natalya. It was a heck of a matchup. Mick Foley tweeted that was a great matchup. And Rhea Ripley did win, but then Charlotte Flair attacked Ripley from behind. And then, meanwhile, MVP was talking to ladies and to help Lashley in the VIP lounge, cheer him up and all that. And Sarah Schreiber interviewed Charlotte Flair, and Charlotte Flair said it'll be game over for Ripley at Money in the Bank. That women's title was on the line. As you know, the SmackDown Women's title will not be on the line in Money in the Bank, but it'll be coming this coming Friday, the final SmackDown until Money in the Bank. But the first SmackDown, first WWE event with a live crowd, going to be really exciting, as Bianca Belair defends the title against Carmella. All right. On the VIP lounge, Lashley comes out. He didn't look, he was disheveled. He was not in a very good mood. And he gently asked the ladies to leave the ring, which is gentlemanly like. Gotta respect Lashley for that. And he looks at MVP. He goes, some MVP, I appreciate all you've done for me in my career, but this BS stops now. The ladies and the champagne and everything else, I don't want to be weak. Kofi was right. I'm being too soft. I need to get back to what I'm doing, and that is beating people up and hurting them in the middle of the ring, beating them for the 1, 2, 3, and keeping the WWE Championship. He wants to get back to the business, and he tells Kofi Kingston he's going to rip him apart at Money in the Bank. I got to respect Lashley for that, man, because let me tell you something. Lashley has been, Kofi was right about, and I have to agree. Lashley needs to get back to what he's supposed to be, and that is the monster destruction machine. I get a hunch you're going to see a brand new Lashley like never before, and I think a lot of people probably get him back into monster mode. Possibly Lashley, Lesnar. I heard Brock Lesnar's got a new look. He got a ponytail now. It'd be very interesting to see if Brock Lesnar actually does come back, and we see Lesnar Lashley. People want to see that matchup at SummerSlam. There's rumors that might go down, or is it Lashley Cena? I don't know. And all I know is Bobby Lashley says he needs to get back to what made him. The wine, women, and song thing. Listen, Bobby Lashley's not Ric Flair. MVP's got to realize this. This is Bobby Lashley. I know MVP's trying to help out Lashley, and he's done so. And I think, and so Lashley's only a tag team title away from a Grand Slam. So I think he should go out and find himself a partner too. Whatever. Lashley, Kingston, WWE title match on the line. Roman Reigns and Edge, Universal title on the line. The Raw Women's Championship are on the line as well. We will see. We got the women's Money in the Bank, the men's Money in the Bank. We're getting ready to go. So I can't wait. And hopefully I will make my picks and predictions this coming Saturday on that. All right. So, so that is, ladies, that's all the time we have on this show. The final Raw of the ThunderDome era. After that, there'll be a new Raw and SmackDown Event Center thumbnails, which will debut. One of them will debut this Friday when you check out my YouTube channel. If you like this video or any of my videos, you can comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications on WEML-TV channel 77. I am Eric Lehman, your host, episode 369. On the next episode, today's Tic Tac Tuesday, you know what that means. 20-round battle against Sackboy the Dragon on Tic-Tac-Toe. And I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the pilot edition, even though even though I have the ability to get that. But as far as doing it on camera, looks like this, I gotta download it somehow. Somebody get the download link of that so I can put it, so I can do it on the Ruffle thing. All right. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day, and until the next episode, peace, love, and bless out.